Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Line CV. Welcome to the match review of our 1-1 draw against Liverpool, and again, the manner in which we didn't win the game, it was a bit disappointing. We got to be serious. I honestly feel that with how we were playing the game, the players were in control. We forced Liverpool to play how we wanted them to play so we could get them on the counter, but unfortunately we weren't as clinical with some of our chances near the end, and a few sloppy individual areas, which I'm going to get into later on. But you guys know what to do. Smash that like button, help me get more than 500 likes for today's video. Press the bell notification button as well, you know what to do, so you stay tuned to all things Blue Lines TV. Getting straight in the game, seeing the lineup, we knew what the lineup was going to be. It's not really a debate when it comes to that, and I think that it was a very fascinating game, watching how both teams were very fluid in terms of how they were changing their pressing styles every single time. For example, when we like to start our press, we start by using a 4-4-2, and then obviously one of the midfield players breaks up to the two guys up there. That turns into a 4-3-3. Jorginho pushes up, and that's how we're able to press high and obviously, win possession of the ball, get them turnovers, and try to create something. Liverpool were doing the same thing as well. I told you guys with Liverpool, they're not going to be pressing high, gung-ho every single time. Yeah, every now and then they will. Their main game plan really was to keep that mid-block, so they wanted Chelsea to play around them. That was Liverpool's plan. If you guys see the game, with both teams high pressing lines, it was very congested in the middle at times, very compact with each team's off the ball defensive formations. And I think that going back to Liverpool, they set up with that mid-block, kept very compact in the middle because they wanted to force the play from Chelsea out wide. That was when Liverpool activated their press. And it worked quite a few times, especially as the second half went on, as players were getting tired. Aspie was losing the ball, and Willian was losing the ball as well. And it was natural it was going to happen. But stick in the first half for a minute. I'll get to the second half soon. With the first half, we were looking dangerous. I felt that again, I honestly mean it when I say this, but I think we are the best team at play now, and I think that the amount of times we were able to beat that Liverpool press quite a lot, and this is where Liverpool's mid-block came into fruition, because obviously, when we get the ball to the halfway line, that's when they start their press, and that's when they're trying to press up wide to get us. That was what their plan was. They knew that guys like Firmino, Mane, Salah weren't going to be winning balls off Luiz, Rudiger, Jorginho. They're too good for that to happen. And I need to talk about David Luiz for a bit. Honestly, it can be a bit confusing with me, with this fan base at times. I feel that, let's be serious, everyone has their favourites and stuff, but then no one's really objective. I've never understood why people don't think Luiz is world class. Again, another big game, he's sure that he is. I keep calling this guy a playmaker. I'm calling him that for a reason. Some amazing passes out from the back. There's no other ball-playing defender like him in the world that plays with that consistency, that quality, that creativity. The guy is a world-class player. I don't understand why this fan base doesn't appreciate him. It just baffles me. Look how we play out. We're not a Conte team, we're a SARRI team. It's all about keeping possession, keeping hold of the ball, and playing out from the back. So you need these guys to be on their A game, which Luiz was with his interceptions. Fantastic passes, and even when we got that goal freed in Hazard for the first goal, he started that move again. He was threatening with that, of course, before the Hazard goal. There was that chance with Willian, which he was unlucky with. But with David Luiz, I'm sorry, I'm just not accepting any criticism of the guy, especially when I see guys like Barkley, where he's certain players are allowed to make mistakes, I've realised, with the fan base, and then everyone will just brush over them or downplay them. But then let's say when our top players are making one or two small ones, people want to make videos on Twitter going on for time about, look at this poor mistake. It's just nonsense. It's getting a bit boring, and I think Luiz showed today why, this guy is our best defender. He's one of the best defenders out there, I'm sorry. But anyway, getting into that goal, Eden Hazard continues his form. I think we all felt confident that Hazard was going to be getting that goal again. Again, Liverpool's becoming his favourite team, always scoring bangers against them. Fantastic short left foot, and you notice this game today, once we got that first goal from Hazard, again, great build-up here between Jorginho, Kovacic. Of course, Kovacic, because he's a top-class player, he's going to play that right pass to Hazard with perfect weight and backspin behind it. Can guys like Barkley do that? No. I know what people are going to say to me, oh, Ross Barkley, you're always having a go. I'm sorry, you're not being objective. I'm getting sick and tired of reading that type of stuff. The guy's not good enough for this level. We're Chelsea, we're not Crystal Palace, we're not Tottenham. We're a better club than that. We need to have better, higher expectations. The guy isn't press resistant. As we saw, and this match is a bit all over the place, but I'm not going to lie, it's right after the game, I'm feeling emotional, I'm still in the spirit of the game, I'm frustrated that we didn't get the 3 points. I need to talk about Barkley so I can get this guy out the way. He comes on, it's not as if a guy who played 50 passes in that cameo he came on. He barely touched the ball. Already lost possession twice in our own half to give attacks to Liverpool. The second time he loses the ball, Hazard is situated on the left-hand side, open, free of space. There's no way in fuck Barkley cannot make that pass. It's not good enough. He loses possession. Of course, someone finds Sturridge, and Sturridge, one of the best individual goals I've ever seen. It reminds me kind of like that moment when Pape Cisse for Newcastle scored that ridiculous goal. No one in the stadium expected it. Of course, he was testing that in the last game and Sturridge hit the top of the crossbar. But this is what high-level football is about at this level. People need to actually understand that concept. When you do make silly small mistakes like that, you're going to get punished, because these guys, footballers, have been playing football since they were kids, mastering their craft. A lot of times, you know, situations like this happen when you give the ball away sloppily and you make stupid mistakes. So that is the frustration there, and I'm sorry, he's starting to look a bit like a right back Yoko to me now. I'm not seeing any influence from him. He's not able to keep possession of the ball. He's not able to slot people in. When he's pressing, is he winning his 50-50s? No, he looks lost. I don't think possession football's his game. I think he's more of a counter-attacking player. And I don't understand why SARRI keeps persisting with him. Sestra to come on, but enough about that. He needs to get back into the game, of course. And again, obviously, once we had the first goal, we changed our dynamics of how we were playing as a team. Now, this is where I'm saying we were kind of in control in that sense. And I mean control in the sense that we forced Liverpool to play the way we wanted. We wanted to play on the counter-attack because we knew that with the full-backs pushing forward, you know, with the high-pressing lines at times. And we know that when we win possession back, we're able to create direct vertical passes straight through them. And we were testing them with quite a few chances, and it was quite frustrating that we weren't able to get the second goal because you felt that it was coming, you know, as the game was going on, Liverpool players were getting more tired, we were leaving more spaces in behind. And it was getting, you just had that sense that we could get something, but unfortunately the finishing wasn't on point. Hazard had a few chances he should have done better in, other chances near the end as well we should have done much better in. And it is kind of frustrating, you know, if you're not going to take your chances, then, you know, you affect your chances of getting something favourable at the end of the game. It wasn't to be, but, you know, I'm talking about us being in control. That's not nothing, got nothing to take away from Liverpool, you know, under Klopp right now. Liverpool are one of the elite teams right now. And what do I mean by that? How they play tactically is incredible. I mean, they're so fluid in transitioning from attack to defence, when to sit deep, when to press. Everyone's in motion, everyone's key, and this really was a game of two top clubs testing each other out and really trying to win this game. So it was a very entertaining, fascinating game tactically. What Liverpool were trying to do as the game was going on was, you know, first half they were playing down the right-hand side a lot more. They were trying to find Salah, who likes to play between the half space, to get on the ball, because what their plan was, if we overload the right-hand side, not only can we stop Alonso getting forward, we're going to isolate Eden Hazard more. And what they were hoping to do by overloading the right-hand side was to free up space on the left for guys like Mane, Firmino. And at times they tested, you know, I remember an effort from Salah. He was very close to finding Firmino. He was unopposed in the far post. And it does bring up interesting questions about Azpilicueta as well. Now, I'm not going to be too harsh on him. I think that as time goes on, I think he's one of the players that will feel more comfortable and get better in the system. At the same time, I understand everyone's frustrations. I agree with them too. He does struggle at times to play out. A few times, you know, he's a bit too slow compared to the other guys that are playing out from the back. I've actually been surprised with Marcus Alonso. He's adapted very well to this style of football, able to play out, keeps hold of the ball. So he's been someone that's really been growing on me, I must admit. But with Aspi, hopefully he can get to that same form that Marcus Alonso is on, where he can really, you know, not take out some of these inconsistencies. Because, you know, Aspi used to look superhuman beforehand, but now when we're a bit more open and exposed, he's looking a lot more human. So hopefully Aspi can get back to that style of form. And it is quite interesting too. Again, second half, Liverpool were allowing us to play down the right-hand side more. You know, it's the second time that we've seen a team using this type of, you know, tactic against us, because down the right-hand side, it just doesn't have that same type of fluidity down the left. Let's be serious. A lot of times, plays do get broken down the right-hand side. And I feel that, you know, it's nothing to do with Kante. I mean, this whole argument about Kante and Jorginho, you just don't understand the game. I sound harsh, I know, but when I read so many videos, when there's so many great articles about why everyone's wrong, and people still don't want to read them or do their due diligence, then I'm sorry, you know, you got to take that L, bro. But I mean, it does tell you where this team can evolve and get better in the future. I think that right-hand side is definitely an area when we miss Pedro, we really do, because his ability to have that left foot and this movement in behind it gives that option for guys like Aspi and Kante to make passes to. So he was definitely missing this game, so it was a bit disappointing to not see him. But I think on the run of things, I felt that as the overall game, I thought that we should have been the winners. Even though Liverpool were very good, very difficult as well. They continue their game on top of that too. But I feel the chances we created, I think we kind of edged Liverpool out. And I think we played the game that we wanted to play against Liverpool. I think most of the times Liverpool had chances that came from sloppy errors down that right-hand side. And instead of Liverpool really breaking us down, which really wasn't happening as much. But I mean, again, unfortunately, the game was sealed by an incredible individual effort by Daniel Sturridge. I still don't understand how he scored that goal. It came from nowhere. I mean, that type of shot technique as well. Top right corner, went right over Kepa's head. It's an incredible goal, and it's unfortunate that we just weren't clinical enough to really get something from the game and win it. But I mean, obviously, it's going to be more interesting questions for Sarri to pose. I'm sorry I sound harsh. I don't want to see Barkley anymore. I personally feel he's the reason why we didn't win. If you find Hazard, no way in hell is Sturridge getting the ball there, and he's not going to then take the strike in that area. Tactically, we're looking even more fluid. I was reading a lot of articles about people talking about how Liverpool will be the favourites for this game because they're much further along in their development under Klopp. But I mean, we've shown just how quickly this team's been in sync, and they've got used to Sarri ball. So I think that in the future we're only going to get better, going to get stronger. And again, we can see two areas. It is up front and it's the right wing, which we definitely need to get upgrades for next summer. I think when we get those two players, I think we're one of the most feared teams in Europe then, because with how we're playing now, it's incredible just how quickly everyone's adopted to. And yeah, you guys, that's going to be the end of today's match review. Unfortunate 1-1 draw, but you guys, give me your thoughts and opinions below. How did you feel about this game? Give me your general observations you made tactically on this game as well. And don't forget to smash the like button. Help me get more than 500 likes. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Line TV. I'll see you guys later.